Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Again, it's a companion build we're talking about, and this time it's the interaction with the Soundweaver, which you've seen on the speedrun live, but let's talk about why exactly it works so well with the Soundweaver. First of all, legendary weapons for the Soundweaver have all damage and support aura, which adds up as one and the same, and that's all damage. In this respective, I just take an all damage weapon, and you see it drops to 390, which is basically 100% my base main damage, or base total damage bonus, and then we add 290. If we just take a support aura weapon, we get the support aura added, which is 150. So if we take a legendary weapon like Killer Kiss of Death or the Jinx with boost stats on it, we get the 180 and the 330 to the total damage bonus, which is already a great thing. But why is it so important? The important stuff is that our total damage bonuses influences how much damage our Berserker model does. So if we now just glance over to the monk, for example, the monk, when he is equipped with his already 270% all damage weapon, which is even not that big of a deal, I know, is just 1.86 million companion damage or berserker damage. So that's one of the great things about Soundweaver. Your companion build, your companion damage is already pretty strong. On the last video, we did one strike with Berserker thing, and that was 8.5 million. If we now do this very same thing here, like, pew, one, you will see that we now did 14 million, which is still not like the massive boost that Monk can get from his own passives, but it still is a good chunk of companion damage, which then again means you can do way more with it. So that's one of the cool things. The next things is again hidden in the abilities. First step is here, the Notes of Pain and the Notes of Agony. If you play them in sync with the Equalizer, consume active companion attacks, means the charges. So you know how frequent and fast the ticks are from this, means every tick you get a companion charge used up. So if we get a bit lucky, for this I got a few times lucky, like in 4 seconds I got 6 attacks out. Means per like 1.2 attacks per second, or 1.5, and you can even get more lucky. Let's try to do it again. I have now 2 charges. Spawn, little bitch. Now I got some special stuff I want to talk later about, but whatever. Just use it. This one now. This was a bit less, like just 6. But let's talk about what you just have seen, like changing the color. That's this one, the improvisation. If you're playing in sync with the Equalizer, you have a chance, if you time it right with the music stuff and whatnot, to gain the effect for 5 seconds that you deal double damage with your notes, which is already fine since we are using main damage to increase our damage in general. And you get more energy, also cool, but here comes the kicker, and companion attacks has a chance to recharge instantly. So it basically adds another possibility to reset your companion charges. So if you get really lucky with the general resetting and the resetting from this stuff, you can dish out tremendous amounts of companion attacks in a very short time frame. As I'm not really a good player at this, I can just try to showcase it for you now. Like this one was pretty good. I'm still going. Now I have to wait. This was the time frame of 8 seconds, and I could do 23, fucking 23 Berserker mode hits in 8 seconds. As you can see, if this is going for you, you have a way higher DPS output, and it also increases your overall damage, because this is way more than Soundweaver could ever do. But also, as we know, every time we proc a Berserker companion attack, we also do AoE damage, which then again goes why it's so great for speed farming. Every time you proc it up, you just shoot everywhere and kill everything. In God mode even more than just in non-God, but whoever has seen the speed farming video or explanation video regards that knows what I'm talking about. So these are the interactions with the Soundweaver that are pretty cool. There are other stuff that you can abuse as Soundweaver. If you are facing something that can be CC'd, I will be going here for hopefully not hitting this thing too. Probably will, but I hope not. I do one pew. Okay, I hit them both. I had one Berserker mode hitting for 15 million now, and companion chain attack for 7 million, which is already a great amount of damage. But now if I play this and play the other one and then play green, they get a confusion, and this means I fucked up because I should showcase it when they okay, give me a second. Let me retry this. I am sorry. And I need to kill this guy because he just got aggro from the AoE. Yeah. What I want to showcase is that I picked at some point I have to lose the companion extra things because else you can't really see what I mean. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. So they are over. What I want to showcase is if you have like me damage to stun targets stacked up to I have damage when combat starts, and I have damage to stun targets 28%. So if I now change to green and they get confused, just use this one. This was one Berserker attack as seen, and before we also had one Berserker attack and it was like 9 million. Now we got one Berserker attack and it was 19 million. I think this makes a clear improvement, like here too. But to even make sure you don't put it on just at the beginning of the combat stuff, like this, which we'll just do one more. You can see it got added another 12 million to the counter, which then again means you increase your damage because of CCC through this stuff, and even double edge it because they get confused, which counts as a stun, but also because the green stuff from the Soundweaver slows. So if stuff doesn't die in one loop, you can increase your damage output against those targets with playing green, which has another upside because green decreases your amount of damage you need to proc another divine weapon, which then again means you have the divine weapon to deal damage, but also, of course, you have the 6 stacks, which then can go like, so seeing them, do this one, and you did one attack with 39 million damage and 18 million companion chain attack, and all that combined is the reason why Soundweaver makes such a good use of companion barreled attacks, and because and because all of this, it's also the reason why we have such a good usage of our companion attacks on him in a speed farming way, because he can go massive AoE, he has the ability to increase his own damage, he always has the highest companion damage you can have, etc, etc. So that's it for the Soundweaver and why it's great with a companion build. Thank you very much for watching, and see you around.